he's got no chill. Shouting out loud, he's climbing that hill. He swears like a storm, yeah, he keeps it real. Breaking all the rules, that's his only deal. Baldy don't care, he's got nerves of steel. Indestructible F, the ultimate feel. Canadian pride running through his veins, lighting up the screen like digital flames. Every swear word's a badge on his chest. Indestructible F, always the best. Laughing at the haters, they can't bring him down. Wearing his baldness like a shiny crown. Streaming his life in a wild parade. Indestructible F won't ever fade. He swears like a storm, yeah, he keeps it real. Breaking all the rules, that's his only deal. Baldy don't care, he's got nerves of steel. Indestructible F, the ultimate feel. He's the thunderclap in your silent night. A streamer's dream in a world so bright. With a mic in his hand, he conquers the fray. Indestructible F leads the way. He's the thunderclap in your silent night. A streamer's dream in a world so bright. With a mic in his hand, he conquers the fray. Indestructible F leads the way.
Pulling his cock out!
No, I'm not. Welcome back. What's up? How's it going? It is Tuesday, Canada Day. Holy shit. We're old. We're getting old. Everyone's getting old. So everything's getting old. It's sticky as fuck. Give me a second. Let's bring that down to 1. Bring that up a little bit. Woo. It's fucking warming down here. Yes, I am still very much bald. Don't mind me. I see Pickle. Jesus, you guys are on fire tonight. Hopefully everyone's having a great ass fucking day. I have begun the era of what grinds my gears. We're trying this new thing. Probably gonna take this, then send it to YouTube, make it as a YouTube video. So, I'm not sure if we're gonna call it what grinds my gears, because it's been done. People have been doing it with Peter Griffin and all that shit. So at that point, might have to find a name for it. But if you guys have a name you think it would be good to have that, like, catchy, that'd be cool as well. I would take opinions off of people. Give me 1 second. I'm just gonna move something real quick, because my notepad. Yes, notepad. I took notes. I have lots of notes. I am a professional streamer. I am ready for everything. Yes, I pulled my cords. Shut the hell up. Luna, congratulations on the first. Willow on the second. And Nissa on the third. 3 ladies, 3 places. Legend coming in with the Happy Canada Day. I appreciate the fuck out of that. Hopefully you guys are having a great day. Willow, to answer your question, it's not a, oh my god, my cat wants some attention too. My big old cat. Ooh, you're so annoying. Boom. Damn cat. Love her to bits, but now is not the time. I'm talking to her, looking downwards, but I'm not talking to my dick. Running. Okay, so the. Are we back yet? No.
He's pulling his cock
We're
out!
not back yet, apparently. We're gonna wait a little bit. For people that are subbed, they won't notice. The people that are not subbed, we're gonna wait for them. Usually we stretch out and stuff like that, but usually I also listen to music for a little longer. But this time I didn't because I wanted to start talking as soon as possible. So we're gonna start talking about what we're going to do in this stream. Of course. And I'm not really surprised that happened. Even pressing it. Get me back in there. What the f— Okay, I keep getting booted out of the fucking thing, but it doesn't matter. You might hear the Huntress in the background for an instant. Manic, what the hell is wrong with you? I appreciate the fuck out of you, though. Welcome back for the ads, by the way. 10 gifted sub. Fuck, Manic, you... Appreciate the fuck out of you, bro. I don't know why you're doing that, but I do appreciate you. I hope you're having a great fucking Tuesday.
Hydrate, you bastard! Hydrate!
Thank you for the hydrate. I'm bald as fuck. Let's go into mission. Oh, I gotta wait. Sorry. I said a word before saying that, so it's not gonna work. Let's go mid. Yeah. Of course, my words didn't come out now. Let's go into mission. There you go. So I use this usually to go in between gaming and the thing, but I decided to use it for what I'm trying to do right now. And Baldy talks. I don't know how to fucking say it. By the way, I'm going to go through these people because I usually do that. Shay15932, Queenie returns. She's gonna love that. Princess Butterfly 1203, PK Moon, Arcto. I hope that's pronounced properly. Metamorphic, that's a name. Italian Silver Fox, Krumil, Ghostly Plaything, 4Anime4. Welcome one and all to the Bald Squad. Hope you didn't like your hair because you're bald for 30 days. Oh yeah, thanks to Manic, by the way. Thank your gifter. You thank your goddamn gifter. What the... Speaking of thanking your gifter, Manic, what the fuck are you on? Are you okay? I appreciate you very much, but you do not have to do that whatsoever. 5 wheel of misery stop spins. You mean start spins, not stop? It's just this chatting scene? Yes. And you already can't speak English? Also yes. Because there's a lot of things happening and I can't keep a formulated phrase going without somebody disturbing in my mouth hole. Take that as you wish. Goddamn Manic. Manic is just throwing money. Yeah, apparently. If you're handing out money, I'll take some. I'm not sure about handing because he's literally going to have spins going his way. Ow. My eye. Thanks. Jesus. That's kind of rude, Luna. I kind of need that eye. Okay, give me a second there. Let's go back here. Let's go to the wacky wheel spin. And I'm already on the right one. You guys can see this? Perfect.
Oh shit, I got you good, you fucker!
You thought I had an OnlyFans, funny fun. You want me to have an OnlyFans. The only OnlyFans I would have is probably feet. Because I got some good normal feet. You know? About said something so sus, spin the wheel. Yeah. Five spins for... 5? Yeah, 5 spins for Manic. And these are gonna be, by the way, put on during the gameplay part, not during the the VOD, the video part. Just FYI, we haven't started the video yet, so just saying. But I appreciate the 1,500 biddies, Manic, and the 10 gifted. You did not need to do that, but I do appreciate the fuck out of it. Horror. I'll add the items on the side, and at that point we'll put that on. I hit my fucking light. Of course I did. So, we got the hat. Let's just put it here for now. Spin number 2. So we're going to talk while this spins. Oh shit, okay. We got the Huntress, go figure. We are going to talk today about the state of DBD right now in big old 2025. We have to talk about this because there's a lot of things that is being talked around but never like specifically pointed out. And I feel like I have a good grasp on what needs to be added, changed, or just things that I don't know what the hell they were thinking. So we're gonna have that. I have a, like, when I say, I'm gonna show you guys, when I have a shit ton to talk about, I have a lot to talk about, and that's not including things that you guys might add to the subject or anything that you guys have opinion on that I can maybe be able to answer and show you through the game. Huntress. 4. Technically Huntress mask, to be exact. So we got that. Woo! We got the little flicker when we want the lights to be on. Spin number 3. Okay, 2 masks. Where is that? There it is. Boing. Mask number 2. 2 masks. 2 masks and a hat. Spin number 3. Sorry, 4. I don't know why I said 3, because it sounded better. Oh, there. You know what? What I'll do is, because we already have that, I'll take one of the items out that we do not have on the wheel. So that's going to be like a bonus. Not that. Where the fuck is it? Oh. There it is. You know when you try to find something and you just can't? Well, that's my issue. We got a nose. And it's squeaks. We got that as the 4th item. And bada bing, bada boom, the 5th spin. Okay, at least it's not a free. It's not a free sub. Choose item? Nope, it's gonna be the SpongeBob hat. SpongeBob hat. Where the fucking? Thought like 5 seconds ago. I literally saw it. What the fuck is going on? The deer? No. Ah, of course. It fell besides the location I was looking at. So we got our little hat. We got 2 hats, 2 masks, and a nose. Yeah. Get that on my way. Alright. Bucket's warm down here. Jesus Christ. How's the music? Is it too low? Or can you just hear this bitch moan and groan? I might have to change her to someone else. Because it just pops me out of the thing every time, so I might have to change to a killer that doesn't sound like that. Who doesn't sound like she's having a fucking sex orgy in the background? The breathing's pissing me off. Because he has a mask, right? What music? What music? There's supposed to be background music. I guess you can't hear it through the actual game. But give me a second. It's just music in the background, so we have something. Kaneki? What the hell is a Kaneki? You mean the ghoul? I don't have them. There will be no noise. Sure. I feel like that's full of it, but okay. He's like in a mass, so. Oh my god. It is so hard to find a... I just want to be a survivor here so it stays there, but the problem is I get kicked out because I'm not doing anything on the damn screen. But anyways. I play... no, I have not actually, because I haven't picked them on the killer, hardcore killer challenge yet. It is. You hear him screaming constantly? Yeah, I'm not even surprised he would actually say that. Okay, that's gonna be annoying. Get out of my face. Perfect. Okay, so there's a bit of music in the background. That's fine. I choose him. I doubt he's gonna be so light. I just want something that has no like noise like this. But the problem is, if I'm not clicking into it, it tends to kick me out for some fucking reason. You know. Alright, welcome YouTube! This is my first video. We're going to talk about the state of the game in Big Gold 2025. I wanted to try to do something new. I've been streaming, I've been posting shorts, and why not have medium content at the same time? So a little video here and there won't hurt. And also we'll be able to talk about some serious to non-serious stuff that basically the game is going through right now, and I'm probably gonna have chat chime in here and there if they have any options or any opinions about certain things. This again will be only my opinions based on what I've played, because I have played killer main before. I've been a killer main for like 2x years playing this game. Then I started this year, I would say, or a year and a half. Yeah, about a year and a half, that I started switching a little bit over to Survivor and playing a little bit of Survivor with friends, out solo and stuff like that. And I've been realizing that we were not seeing the game in a whole. Because as a killer main, you see what is going on based on the killers themselves. But you don't see what survivors have to go through every damn game, or almost every game, with perks and with the state of the game and just in general toxicity here and there. Is it always like that? It's not always toxic. You get some nice killers, you get some nice survivors. It's on both sides at that point. But we are going to talk about a few things today, and hopefully you guys will enjoy this part of the stream slash video. So if you like this kind of content, you like it, subscribe, and post any comments, questions you have about whatever we're going to talk today, or
a moment like this since I had my wisdom teeth pulled,
or whatever you're going to you need to, whatever you have questions for me, just send it my way in the comment section. All right. This is gonna be a little bit scuffed, so I'll have to cut a few parts, like save it as a highlight, then add it as a video, and then after that cut it. So I'm basically doing my own edits. That's the only way I can do it, because I don't have someone under my my wing to do that kind of shit. So the subject at hand is, what grinds my gears in Big Ol' 2025? at the first two things we're going to talk about today is Franklin's and Lightborn, the two perks that for me personally, my personal opinion, they are the crutch perks of DBD. By crutch perks, I mean for three types of people. For new people, for people that have skill issues, and also people that just want to be toxic. There's a lot of this going around, and for me personally, these two perks is more used for toxicity than anything else, but I do understand for new players that only have these perks and they are not as good as a vet that actually like knows how to play this game. But let's start with the beginning. For new people, there are better perks in game that will do more for you and also not piss the fucking everyone off. These perks, yes, they might look good in the beginning, but the only thing it does is it keeps you from having perks that, one, gets the gens down or degenerates the gen for you, so it let's say ruin is another perk that brings down gens, so it's not as fast. Yes, if they find the totem, they will remove that perk, but there are still a lot of perks that need to be used more than perks that remove items or let you not basically use items at all. So for new people, I would love for you to ask me things like, what perks should I use in the state of that general, what perks should I use for that general use of replacing Franklin's and Lightborn? For me, Lightborn is a perk that you use to not get blinded, which is fine, but the problem is, when do you have that much issues not looking at the light? Like, really? I've played my fair share of Killer, and I just can't fathom using Franklin's or Lightborn. I've never used these perks. The only time I've used these perks are when we were playing... What was the name of it? Give me a second. Let me 1 second to see what the... It looked better in my head when I was saying these things out loud and writing them down, because I have it in like descriptive stuff. So my personal opinion, crush perks for people that are new, have skill issues, or want to be toxic. For new people, there are better perks. Be mindful of where and how you pick survivors up. That's for new people. If you're going to pick someone up, there's two things you can do. One, listen. Stop talking to your friends. Stop talking to fucking girlfriend. Just listen to your environment. There's always some way of knowing there's someone beside you or someone close to you. There's always a way to find, to make sure that if there's a pallet and they're underneath, there's two things that's gonna happen. Three things, actually. The first one, you're going to get hit by that pallet. There's a high probability of that. But that's if somebody's around. The other option is you get blinded. But at that point, you shouldn't be looking directly in the wide open. As soon as you have a wall that you can look at the wall. Pick them up looking at the wall, so you don't get caught. And by all means, based on the flashlights themselves, you can have flashlights that have a wider beam that can catch angles that you don't expect. So always expect the unexpected based on angles of what survivors can get. Not every survivor will use the best items for their flashlights, so the chances of getting caught with a weird ass angle to get flashed is pretty low. I'd say maybe like 15 to 20%. The rest is mostly if you get caught with your face wide open, you're gonna get caught by a flashlight. I know, I've done that multiple times. catching killers not expecting me to be there, and I flash them and I get the survivor off their shoulders. So if there is any perks that you would want to know, write in the comments below that you would want to know which perk that could replace Lightborn. Quite easy. Anything basically is better than Lightborn in my mind. Is there an alternate to Lightborn that could do the same thing? Not really. But that doesn't mean you can't use Starstruck. Starstruck is a good perk that scares the living daylights out of survivors, because as you pick one up, anyone around you at a certain number of meters, I don't have the exact numbers, I can actually grab them real quick. Let's grab the actual number of what that perk actually does. What was the name of the perk again? Not Franklin's. I have Franklin's in my head now. Wow, I'm blanking. I'm blanking on the name, which I just literally said. This is why I usually write these things down. Give me a second. I'm just looking. Starstruck. I didn't have to look for it. I found it out in my head by itself. So Starstruck. Starstruck. Whoop, I didn't want to actually replace that, but it doesn't matter. When carrying a survivor, any other survivor within your terror radius suffer from exposed status effect. So that's actually different. I thought it was numbers before, but now it's terror radius. So basically, whichever this killer has, so basically the bigger the terror radius your killer has, the better this will be. So it basically makes them exposed, which is making them one shot, and making a survivor think, oh shit, I'm gonna go down instantly. That can be very stressful. So they might not want to try to save someone at that point, especially if they're randoms. So I would think that would be a good perk to do. So let's go back to Survivor so I don't have to hear breathing McGee down my neck. One of the ghouls perks speed up your pickup speed. Yes, there are other perks that make you pick up faster, or that gives you boosts as gens progress. So if they completed 1, 2, 3, 4 gens, there's Fired Up from Freddy that also give you boosts of picking up, damaging gens, breaking pallets, stuff like that. And I feel like as a new player, you're going to get hit a lot by pallets, or you're gonna have a lot of trouble looping, or getting looped, or not getting looped, or finishing the loop. So at that point, you need perks that will help you do those things. And Lightborn, yeah, it'll save you from being flashed, but that's about it. At that point, they'll know you have Lightborn, they're not going to try to flash you, and they're just going to focus on looping you constantly. And that's going to be a pain in the ass for any new killers out there, any new people trying to play killer or trying to be a killer main or whatnot at that point. The skill issue part of these Franklin / Lightborn perks. Oh, by the way, let me explain also Franklin's. Franklin's is a perk that when... No, cat, get away from me, please. Thank you. Franklin's is a perk that when the killer hits the survivor, they drop their item. There's another perk that does that, but it doesn't drain the power of the item, but Franklin's does. And I feel like that Lightborn and Franklin's are two of the most annoyingly and toxic perks in the game. And the reason why I say toxic as well is survivors don't have a lot of defense outside of perks versus killers, right? There's no real way for survivors to defend themselves except with flashlights and toolbox. And these perks literally nullify the entirety of that kit. Do we have anything that nullifies their kit? They might not have items, but we can't stop they're let me find an example and proof at the same time. Look at these. They have add-ons, right? Increase movement speed after a blink, but before the following fatigue by 30%, and sounds of pain are 50% louder. These are add-ons. What is the difference between these add-ons and the add-ons from the survivors? This boosts whatever killer you have based on their skills, their powers or skill sets. The survivors is a toolbox and a, give me a second. So toolbox, light, flashlight, and medkit. Medkit is only to heal. That's it. You can't do anything to a killer with that. Flashlights keep killers from grabbing, putting on their shoulders, and putting on the hooks. And it's distracting. So sometimes you got that flashlight in your face, and it keeps you from getting to the hook fast enough. And somebody can sabo it at the same time. But look what I just said. You have to flashlight them and sabo to keep them from hooking one person. We're gonna talk about that kind of that issue later on. But there should not be a fact that we have nothing to cancel their shit, but they have perks, literal perks that deny everything that's based off of items that we use for defending ourselves. Is it a 4v1? Yes. But if you're not a Swift team and you're not a team that knows perks perfectly fine, that has synergy between them, just like, let's say I'm a very good flashlight user and the other person has there's a perk that lets you go in a locker for 12 seconds with a dead item and come out fully loaded, full flashlight loaded with battery. But in solos, there's no damn way that's gonna happen. You need at least a 3-man team just to get that going, because if somebody uses that, that's one defensive perk that they can't use now because they're using that to help you get your light back full power. So for that kind of problem, I feel like being a former killer main myself, or killer player only, me never using these perks except for Chaos Shuffle and or random perks events are usually the only time I use these kinds of perks, and I'm not planning on using them anytime soon. I'm not going to have my play tarnished by these perks. Do I use aura perks? Yes, that's another thing we're going to talk later about, by the way. Aura perks. Alright. So do I get blinded? Yes. That's part of the game. If I can't look at somewhere that gives me the best chance to not get blinded, or I make sure I hear someone, or just do a quick turnaround to see if there's anyone around, then grab them. Anything. Just, you can literally be...
Separating isn't the best idea.
Yes, Sable. That is not a good idea. There is so many things you can use and so many things you can do to keep yourself from being caught by a flashlight. I've played Survivor a lot lately, like a lot. And so many times that I see killers just look at a wall. Why not? Just look at the damn wall. No one's gonna be able to flashlight you. Even if you turn around, look up, look down, look sideways, look away. It's ridiculous to have these kinds of perks that nullify. It doesn't slow down. They nullify the use of the 2 items that survivors can use to defend themselves or defend their teammates or whatever, right? Toxicity is another thing that I wanted to talk about for these 2. Killers see that everyone has an item, like flashlights or toolboxes, so they take flatlands to counter. So the only real defense for survivors are rendered completely useless, that's what I was saying, So technically, it is a toxic perk to bring something that literally stops survivors from doing anything. That's based on saving. Just like this event. This event? What can't you do in this event? Does anyone in chat know what can't we do in this event that we can usually do with these two items? Can you still flashlight save in this event? Yeah. You have time to. 100%. Can you break a hook? Oh, you can break a hook. But he can literally hook you from anywhere. The masquerade event nullifies the use of a toolbox. You cannot use a toolbox, or there's no point of using a toolbox except for gens. And tell me who the fuck uses toolboxes to do the gens unless they're specifically doing that. Most of the time it's to defend themselves over gens, because gens, you have two people on, is faster than you with a toolbox, which usually the toolbox, 8 seconds it's gone. And then you have a dead fucking toolbox that you can't even sabo with anymore. Right? You need energy to sabo or do the repairs of the gen. If you use it for the gen, you can't sabo. In an event like this, like Masquerade, doesn't really matter. You can't sabo anyways. You can flashlight, but they'll just bring fucking Franklin's or Lightborn, and you can't do that either. So what do you have to defend yourself? I don't know. I don't know. Brain go get gen, get out. Exactly. Exactly. You use you use the you use the toolbox for that, Luna, which is completely fine, but you don't have a lot of people doing that. Usually they use it for saboing. Doing gens, it just goes off too quickly. It's gone within what, a quarter of the gen being done. So wow, you did a quarter gen. Good job. Ow, that was bright. Yeah, but I also thank you for the flashbang. Yeah, but I also take gen builds in solo usually. Well, that's the thing. Not everyone knows about a solo build for gens. But again, if you bring a gen build and you're solo, that means you have nothing except pallets and loops to save you. That's it. There's nothing else that can save you at that point. You don't have perks to save yourself. That's how you feel after realizing, oh shit, he's got Franklin's. All right. So, to continue, same thing goes for Lightborns and flashlights. These more experienced killers, I'm not talking about the new people, just the experienced killers should not need to use Lightborn or Franklin's. They shouldn't. There's no reason for you to use that except if you're wanting to be toxic. Or if you throw a sensu bean. There's no point of using these two perks if you're a skilled killer. The only way you wanted to use that is if you're very scared of flashlights and toolboxes. And I'm sorry, but I never use these perks. I have seen a Swift team with flashlights. Do I get flashlight once or twice? Yeah. But that doesn't mean that it fucks up the game. I still finish with 3 or 4K. It's like at that point, if I'm gonna finish like that with 4 flashlights, a Swift team, and I still knock the fuck out of them, what do you want me? How is this fair to survivors if I can kill them even with that kind of defense on their side? Thank you for the lurk. Appreciate you. So that kind of shows like really like it really grinds my gears a lot because of the fact that as a killer main or a past killer main, and then switch to survivor, I now see how easy it is to be a killer, even bringing bare minimum of like a few, maybe 1 or 2 aura perks, a gen regressing perk, and God knows what. anything that can stop. I don't know, something. Let's say the perk that blocks pallets when you get a basic hit or base hit. It's stuff like that is good enough. You don't need Lightborn, you don't need Franklin's. If you need those perks, you are new or a toxic C word. That is my opinion. I have the right to it. If you do not, if you don't like my opinion, does it? You have your opinion? Tell me in the comments. Tell me in the comments what your opinion is. Leia495, thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate the fuck out of you. Hopefully you have a great, you're having a great Tuesday. Yeah, buddy, your stream was a fireman, fun, sharp, engaging. Can't wait to pull you up. My crew for the next one. Add me up on Discord, Jams008. Cool. Appreciate you there, Leah. I don't know why the notifications are not on this scene for Twitch and for Kick and YouTube. By the way, I do stream on 3 platforms: YouTube, Kick, and Kick and Twitch. So if you prefer one site over the other, by all means follow me wherever you want, and or hit a sub on the YouTube, and we will be appreciated. You will be appreciated for it. Holy shit, words. Okay, that's because they purposely making the killers overpowered. That's the side they make the most money from. Probably. Again, that's the thing. They can make a killer look so goddamn good compared to a survivor. So it's easier for them to make money with collabs, right? When they collabs like the tentacle butt. This guy is from an anime, and they're trying to bring in new people that like anime or that like Springtrap, which is Five Nights at fucking Freddy's, right? It's like they're trying to get that, and they don't have licensed killers, exactly, but they don't have anything to save the survivor part, because it's like, I can make her look fucking great. That's fine. You know what would probably save them? Big tits. Make them hot. They do that in fucking gacha games. They do that everywhere. Make them fucking Goonerfest survivors. I swear to God, people are gonna do it. Make handsome guys if you want to as well. They already did it with fucking Vittorio. Fucking chestless, built the fucking nice comb hair and shit like that. Sable, hot as fucking balls. It's like, they know how to do this. They can make it even better, and they would probably make money off survivors as well. But that's another subject for another day. Yeah. I don't mind LB. I'm just like, oh shit. Oh, Lightborn. I'm like, oh shoot, Franklin is heavily annoying, especially if you bring a ward to protect your item. It's pointless. I always say, though, that if you have to tunnel to win, especially at 5 advantage, you're not good. I will be talking about that soon. It is part of the list, by the way, the tunneling and stuff like that. I do be an 18+ game. Vittorio, a king. That new Jake skin with a crop top. Chef's kiss. Exactly. Gooners will goon over good-looking characters. So, having survivors look great, you will make money off your survivors as much as your top-notch like looking killers. To be honest, that is my personal opinion. I've played gacha games, I've played anime games and stuff like that, and big old titties usually works. Big fucking 6-pack or whatever works a lot as well. Not for me personally, but you know, you never know at that point. Alright, official goon, yes. So, let's go. Whoop. They should put more effort into survivors, seeing that there are 4 times more people playing survivors per match than killers. Yes, you have to think of something. Everyone wants to be a killer. Everyone wants to play killer. Everyone wants to be the killer. Everyone wants to play that. Yes, it takes more survivors to play a game. So I'm not saying you're not wrong. It is not. It is important for them to put some love into survivors. But it is also survivors' jobs to not make mistakes, to make it seem like killers are overly toxic as well. And that's the next subject I have right now on my list: survivor mistakes. I've talked to one of my good friends, Mods Community, about this, and a few other people. Survivor mistakes. This makes killers look so much more toxic, but truly survivors need to be better at decision making, realizing that a 2 and 2, which is 2k and 2 survive, is better than a full 4k given to the fucking killer. Am I wrong? No, I'm not. If you think I'm wrong, if I hurt your feelings, that don't mean I'm wrong. You cannot take the decision of, oh my god, my friend is on hook. I'll take myself and one of my friends to try to get him off the hook. He already has 1 kill. The other one's second hook. That means for you to be able to unhook safely, one, you got to be lucky or have the perks for it, by the way. But you have to unhook. You have to open the damn door, reach the door, open the door, and get the fuck out. But within that time frame, depending on the killer you're facing, like Springtrap can literally throw a hatchet in your back, down you, and still keep running and hit you with the, so he can literally hit you twice within a very short span of time. So you think he can't get you down within that time frame of opening the door, getting to the door, opening the door, and then leaving? No, you do not have the time. I literally played a game today with Ma, and she and I had the same scenario, and I was on hook, and there was 2 survivors remaining. One was already dead, and I told her, get the fuck out. Get out. Open the door and get out. There's no point. If you try to get me, you're gonna get hit before unhooking me. Then he's just gonna hit you again and get you knocked out. And I don't have perks to get you off unless he's gonna literally slug at that point. I'm gonna get off. If I stay around, I'm gonna get slugged. He's gonna wait for my timer, my safety timer after being unhooked. It's, I think, 30 seconds. Please tell me if I'm wrong on that one. I think it's like 30 seconds, maybe even less than that, 20 to 30 seconds of safety when you get unhooked. They're just gonna wait. They're just gonna wait and knock you out. And the person that's knocked out over there, high probability that you're... Hey, get out. Cat trying to bite my mask. There is no possible smart idea to get people off the hook if you don't have to, or if that's physically almost impossible. Oh, I have a 10% chance of succeeding with this, but I have to unhook, then get hit, or get hit while I'm unhooking so it doesn't cancel it out. I have to go in front of the person that I unhooked, so they get attacked. Then after that, they go in front of me. Then another person, the third person, needs to go behind me so I don't get hit. But any ranged attacker like Huntress or Springtrap, or even the fucking clown is Bottles. If you try this with these killers, you will die. You will give him what he wants. And is it toxic to camp a killer, camp a survivor on the hook? Well, if he has no other choice but to stay close to that one, I personally never do that. As a killer, I don't do that, but I could, and I understand the reasoning for it. Not everyone is a skilled killer. If they don't get this, they might not get 1 pip. They won't get leveled up. Stuff like that. There's multiple reasons for people to do that. Not always toxic. But it is the responsibility of the team to decide if it's proper or if it's a good decision to try to get someone off a hook and leave. That's my opinion. Moonchild, my sister from the same mister, welcome in. We're doing a video right now, so that's why it took a little bit of time to answer you. I'm gonna edit my video and all that shit later on. We'll have that going soon. Trying to get a medium-sized videos as much as shorts, so people can actually get some good ideas and also some good tactics on certain things that needs to be spoken about during the DBD era of big old 2025. All right, back to it. Editor, cut that out. I don't have an editor. That's me. New camping and tunneling mechanics? Question mark. Apparently, they're working on it or are already have something for survivors to help with the camping and tunneling issues. And yes, it is a very big issue because the camping mechanism they have now, if a survivor or your teammates is too close to you, if the survivor or killer is too close to you, give me a second. Give me 1 second. I gotta give my hug and kiss to my daughter. I'll continue this video right after. No, I'm streaming, little one. Can't come here. I can come to you though. Have a nice night. Love you. Night. All right. I don't know what I stepped on. Oh, it might have been my my wire for my charger. All right. We continue. So the camping is, they tried to do something with the camping with the bar that raises as he stays around. In general, it was not a bad idea. The problem is, if you're playing solos, there's a high probability the survivors are going to be too close to you and stop your regression of the bar. I would have made the bar go a little faster, so it would make the killer second guess of staying too close to the survivor. Also, it comes into camping, but proxy camping. That means they know the range of that circle, and they will stay far enough so it doesn't go up. The problem with that is, especially if you have a range killer, you will get hit or almost instantly get chased. So at that point, you have to block for your survivors. And it also comes down to the survivors taking the better decision of, is it worth it at that point? But most of the time, survivors try to save their teammates, especially in the beginning of the game when there's 5 damn gens and they start camping. But at that point, not gonna lie, if he's face camping, like you remember the old Bubbas, they were face camping the shit out of people. First hook, they just face camp. The advantage of now is if they do that, yes, there's a camping mechanism. Is it the best? No. Can they? Are they gonna modify or find a better way? Yes. But right now, you can't unalive yourself on hook anymore unless you have a luck item. So the advantage of that is that you can literally keep yourself from dying the entirety of the time he's camping. But at that point, within a few minutes, you have 1 gen done. You have 2 gens done. Don't mind the person on the hook. I would tell my teammates, go do the gens. He's face camping me. Doesn't matter. You guys are easily gonna get this shit out. And maybe I'll be able to jump off and then maybe get a protection hit, maybe not. Maybe he's gonna hit me instantly. Maybe I can loop. I am actually doing very good at looping. But I feel like they need to tweak the camping mechanism just a little, like a lot, to make it that this shit doesn't happen, or they have a bigger penalty. The penalty of them camping right now is us jumping off the hook, which they just tunnel again and kill us anyways. You know, kind of weird that it's not it's not a big consequence. Look at the consequence for survivors. If you're not doing a gen, if you're not looping a killer, if you're just walking around because you're looking for a totem, or which is important, especially when you have ruin or any perks that like Noed or Blood Warden, I should say. These need to destroy the totems, but you have to find them. But when you are trying to find these damn things, you get crows. I think they modified it a little bit so it didn't do that, but it was a big issue that literally the timer continued, and if you didn't jump on a gen fast enough and do the gen or do anything that's based on the game itself, you would get a crow. And I was like, okay, didn't do anything. I was AFK for like 15 seconds. Go to a gen, start doing the gen. Within 2 seconds, I had a crow in my head appear. I'm like, I'm doing the gen. How is this a thing? It shouldn't be a thing that I'm starting something and I still get the timer of the crow to pop a crow. That was the dumbest damn thing. I'm glad they reverted it to a bit more better. It was better before. They tried to make that a non-issue for, let's say, a killer blocking a survivor in a hole. And they don't want to hit them because if they hit them, they can pass through them. So what they do is the crows will appear, and as soon as you get their third crow, you can go past the killer. Does it really help? Not really. That means you are stuck there until you get the 3 crows. And when you get the 3 crows, the thing he's going to do is slap you. That's what he's going to do. He's going to hit you. And then he's going to tunnel you or chase you and then hit you again and still get what he wants. He wasted your time and he got you down. So it's not really a mechanic to save survivors. It's more of a mechanic to burden less the killers at that point. And yes, I might sound a little bit biased, but when you have killers still think that they are not as overpowered as they are, can literally start a game and I'll win. I'll just win. The only time I've 2K'd or not and get creamed, like literally creamed, like cream corn, is when I use a killer I don't use usually. Especially my hardcore killer challenge that I'm using killers that I never used before or barely used. Or they are a swift team that have perks that meld well together and they are harder. That doesn't mean they're unbeatable, it just makes it harder for me to actually beat them. So at that point, it is on me to be better. But there's so many things I could, as a Huntress main, my aura build can literally beat all teams. That's another subject I'm talking in a few minutes. For some people that might not know, tunneling is one of the most cringiest goddamn thing you can do in this game. Because it is very easy to do. They get unhooked, you wait for 30 seconds, the timer runs out, you hit them again. They're down, you put them back on hook. It's literally tunneling. Is it hard to not tunnel? No, not at all. Just don't go back to hook instantly. Or let's say you go a full round of the map and you come back and then they get unhooked. At that point, just go for the other person, the one that unhooked. You can slap the other one, like, just to get him away. You slap him, he's gonna be having to mend, and then you go after the other person, but at least you're not purposely tunneling the survivor to piss him off or to just be a toxic fucking douchebag. Personally speaking, I wouldn't want to be part of that situation either. I've been against that. As a killer, playing survivor, facing that kind of shit, I'm like, yeah, what's your point? You're just making it that the game's so bad and that people don't want to play this fucking game no more. It's really that bad at this point. There's so many people that they're looking for another game to replace this game, but there's nothing out there that hits the same. Because there's so many randomness in killers you meet. Except when the new killer comes out, holy tits. Springtrap came out, it was only that. Only that. By the way, ads are coming in 2 minutes, so as soon as the timer starts, I'll be stretching my legs. I will stop talking about it, and then I'll continue right after this. So I'm gonna finish up with this real quick. So yeah, tunneling, there's not a lot you can do. They're finding a new, apparently they found a new way to get a new tunneling mechanic. So I don't know how they're gonna do it. I don't personally have an idea of how you can stop that. So I have no clue. But it is coming apparently in the next patch or so. So I can't wait for that. And the last one is slugging. Slugging is not as bad as the other two issues. That's true. Tunneling and camping are a hell of a lot worse than slugging. Like, extremely different. Slugging, if all your teammates jump at you, the killer, to try to save one guy, and they put all three of them down, plus they still can put one of them down, or they all stay around and I can throw hatchets at all of them and down, I'll do that. That's again the decision of the survivor to do that, to be around and stay around. It is up to the survivor to decide if it's worth sacrificing yourself for this hook. That's why I'm not a good. I don't like the swapping of the swapping of hooks. So one's on hook, you unhook, and you get hooked right after. That's basically two hooks, and there's no gens done yet. So they're already in very big lead right now. So I'm gonna continue talking about soon. I don't want to start continue talking while the ad pops up. So I will check that. Panda, hello Baldy, hello Panda. How goes you, little missy? Hope you're having a great Tuesday. An ad's about to pop. For those that is not subs, I appreciate that you are here for it. We are going to have a 3-minute ad, but then after that we have an hour of no ads whatsoever. Just saying. I'm just waking up. Holy crap! How are you waking up? What did you do? Did you have fun without me? Rude. Stream Track came out, and the day after I had one random Freddy, and I was like, thank you. Yes, a lot of times I played, I was like, oh, thank God it's not. It's not a spring trap. It is so good. So now we're running an ad for people that are subbed. You guys won't notice. Maybe it's not a full hard ad. It might be pushing my screen to the side, so you might still see me, but I won't be talking about anything important until you guys are back. So by that time, I'm gonna stretch the fuck out because I've been sitting for a while. Oh. Oh. We also memed on David wearing a security outfit and playing Bardic Inspiration on stage. Well, that's actually lore friendly. That's actually very lore. So yeah. Oh, we got lots to talk about. There's still things that I want to talk about, and there's also things that I don't have the words for, or I don't have the subject for. Holy shit, do I look white? Look at that shit. I look so white. I usually down here, so it's not as bright, but up here, the light fully hits me. Like right there, there's a light right over my head. So when I'm standing up, it looks like that. Rather just stretch a little bit. Oh, yeah. I just saw that. Stayed up all night playing Night Rim. Hold up, I have 8 of 15 seconds. 8 of 15 seconds ads.
Nice cock.
Nice cock. Matic, thank you for the cock, you weirdo. Fuck them ads, like she says. Yep. Yep. Ooh. But it is 3 minutes for an hour without ads whatsoever. This is also a test. Usually I had 1.5 minutes per 30 minutes. So I was like, that's a lot of ads. And especially I can't control that kind of ads, unfortunately. I can't control if I'm in a match or not. There's a high probability that I can pause my game, or at least not be in a match, while this shit's happening, right? But when there's every half hour, a match can take about half hour sometimes, and I don't think about it. Thank you, Manic. Appreciate it. And Panda, welcome back to the Bald Squad. Hope you didn't like your hair, because you're bald for 30 more days. And ad-free viewing, yeah, bonus. Welcome back, y'all. Hopefully you guys didn't wait too long. It wasn't too bad. Now we have a full hour to speak and stuff like that. So I appreciate you guys sticking around for it. Ooh, Jay, I'm back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Wait. Is that a gift? It is. Luna, thank you so much for the gifted sub to Panda. I didn't realize that you gifted. I saw the notification of... Well, that's fucked up. I saw the notification of subscribing, but there's no notification of you gifting on my new multi-chat. I have to look up for it. I'll have to look up at the next time, but I appreciate the fuck out of that gifted sub. Fuck them ads. And now you can booty. That's also true. But I'm still in the ads for now. But, you have to, if that ever happens again, Panda, just reload your page. Reload the stream and you'll be out of the ads. Quick side note. I mainly sub for the Mikey. Wow, she doesn't sub for me. She subs for the Mikey. Good, I guess. I'm nowhere near bald. Oh no, you're bald for 30 days, madam. You are bald for 30 days. Manic, thank you for the 900 bits. The fact that I can see the bits, but I can't see that you gifted a sub. That is so weird. I don't know why that does that. But thank you so much for the 900 biddies. Appreciate the fuck out of that. I gifted and I said, fuck them ads. Yeah, I saw the fuck them ads and I saw RP just subscribed. It doesn't say gifted subscribe for some reason. My Stream Elements doesn't realize that's not a somebody subscribed, that's somebody gifted a subscribe. Very odd. A techie with the fucking bird driving. But do you need your pennies? My pennies? I always need pennies. I love pennies. I don't know what pennies are, but... What are you saying, pennies? Anyway, back to it. Alright. So why slugging is not as bad as the other two issues? Slugging has its way of controlling the game. If the survivors decides to give their life away to try to get your survivor not to die, or the other one, his survivor buddy or whatever, well, that's at this discretion. It comes to making survivor mistakes. It's better to have a hook than to try to stop him from having a hook. Then you unhook them, they down you, and then you give them another hook. So in 2 minutes, they gave 2 hooks away, just like that. So it's pretty annoying. For now, I gotta make spaghetti. No problem, Luna. Appreciate it. Ads only give the host pennies. They give pennies depending on the situation. The more... give me a second. That's the thing. I'm trying to... I am trying to see if it's worth having ads. Or one way or another, I'm gonna have ads. It's just, do I have ads controlled? Like I have right now, 3 minutes per hour? Or do I have them as low as possible, which is a half minute or 30 seconds? Have it 30 seconds per hour, which is, you can't turn them off unless you turn off affiliate, by the way. So you still get very much pennies, but I can't control. It's still 30 seconds that's out of nowhere. And at that point, it's like, also, it is also health issues. If I want to get off the chair after an hour and stretch out and go get water, it lets people not miss anything. Go get some water, go get a snack. It's more like that. It's, you can still be here, but while I'm not, while you're stuck in ads, you can go pee. You have time. You can go pee. You can go talk to someone. You can do multiple things. That's the main point of the 3 minutes per hour. And also, it's good to the back for stretching and shit like that. So it's more of a health factor than anything else. And eventually, if I ever grow as a content creator more and more, yeah, eventually those ads might actually be, might help. Or I'll just cut them off completely. You know where there's no ads? YouTube and Kick, which I am streaming on both. I am streaming on YouTube, I'm streaming on Twitch, and I'm streaming on Kick. Kick does not have any ads, and their revenue, but they still have things that go through that doesn't bother the viewer. And they have a 95/5 cut instead of a Twitch 50/50. So there's good in different locations. I'm pushing very hard to get as much content as possible on YouTube as well, shorts, and now I'm trying to make a video to add to YouTube to see if videos would be good for me or not. But I have to do a lot of editing on that case, so I don't know how that's going to work. So it might take me longer to edit because I'll have to like mishmash pieces, because every time I have to stop and talk like this, I have to edit it so it doesn't mess up with my talking of the issues at hand or the subject I'm talking about right now. So yeah, for me personally speaking, slugging is not as an issue compared to camping and it is not, sorry, I was reading something. It's not as an issue, slugging, compared to camping and tunneling. So with the state of the game, why not stream on noise? What the hell is noise? I've never heard of that. And we're back. With the state of the game and how stupid close the hooks are, that's one thing, the hooks. The hooks, they changed it, modified it. It's dumb. It is moronic. There's so many words to invalidate the decision they took for hooks. There's multiple reasons why hooks are completely out of, like, it does not make sense for multiple reasons. The hooks, one, are extremely close to each other now. I could literally have sometimes 3 hooks within 25 feet. Give or take. In the game, it's hard to know how many feet there is, but it's about 25 feet per hook. So, does saboing actually make sense anymore? Yes or no? By the way, if you want to answer that question, comment below. In the comments below. Do you think saboing makes sense in Big 2025 of this game? for me personally, I still think it is good for the game to have sabos. The problem, the other issue is even if you sabo, the hook respawn times for saboing, and even what they added now is they added that the hook returns after a certain amount of time after killing someone on the hook, which that's stupid. they had so much trouble. Apparently killers had so much trouble with dead zones that they had to make the hooks respawn. Personally speaking, as a killer main, I had never had that problem. It is not the survivor's fault or the game's fault if this killer cannot, if somebody gets caught in one corner. Okay, you're caught in one corner. Why did you kill someone? Why did you kill someone there? I don't understand why they did two changes at the same time. They made the hooks closer and they made the hooks respawn super quickly after death and sabos. And that's saboing with the perks or the add-ons that makes the hook come back even later. It's ridiculous how fast they come back. And it's like, I literally I hooked someone, they died on it, then I turned back, chased the guy, downed him, and still the hook came back. Literally by the time I got back to hook. That was ridiculous. It's way too short. Personally speaking, it should be at least 5 minutes. I would say 5 minutes is a good number. Yeah, eventually it'll come back, but not that quick. 5 minutes is not that bad. And again, killers just have to be better managing where they hook people. Just hook them somewhere else. If you know this is a dead zone, and if you hook someone there, it becomes a dead zone, why are you hooking someone there in the beginning? If they're hooking once, twice, not bad. If you're going to death hook, do not hook someone on that hook. It's easy. I never had any issues with that. Maybe it happened once, but at that point, just leave them on the ground. That easy. Leave them on the fucking ground, and they're just gonna bleed to death. They wanted to be in the dead zone, they're gonna bleed to death. That's my point of view on that. So I feel like they could revert one or the other. Make the hooks take longer to come back, or have less. Okay, that's another issue. They didn't make more hooks. They made the maps smaller, but they condensed the map, but they didn't remove any hooks. There's as many hooks as there was when there was a bigger map to compensate for how far they had to go for hook to hook. But now they did squished everything together, so now the hooks are super close to each other. And I got a friend that calculated how many times you have to wiggle or get a skill check to actually get off a shoulder of a killer. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, she said 21 times. 21 times to wiggle. And that's not super. By the way, having the middle parts where it makes you wiggle more does not make you wiggle off faster. So you're waiting to get to that point in the middle wastes more time. Just go for the fastest ding, 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 as fast as possible. The only time it is valid to ding the bigger skill check or the great skill checks are for points, if you really need them. I really doubt it gives you that many points though. 2, if you have boil over. Boil over will make the bitch... It will make that killer wobble, wibble, wobble everywhere. So it's a lot harder for them to control. But there's a time and place for everything, right? Because I've learned that sometimes if you do great skill check, normal skill check, great skill check, in their minds, they're going to already sway on one end, expecting you to do it again. So then you go the other way, and then they hit the wall, and it makes them slow down. That's tactics as a survivor to how to control the killer's sway. I've seen people do this. The killer's doing that because he knew exactly how it was like moving. The movement of the wiggle is easily controllable as a killer if you know how they are going to do it. If you always keep it weird, 1 2 1 1 2 1 1 2 3 1, you always have it differently. It'll give you the best chance to survive and the best chance of getting off. But you have to plan this shit out as you're going, which is not always easy. Sometimes you wiggle hard on one end, it hits them on the side of the post of the hook, and you jump off. You can be lucky like that. Or you do it on the wrong side, it wiggles them in front of the hook, and they hook you faster. That's, again, a way of playing the game that you have to figure out. You have to figure out how that shit works, and you have to figure out when to do a great skill check versus a quick and easy skill check, which is just make it go 21 times, you're off. The problem with that is 21 times. And it's not 1 second, it's about 1.5 to 1.7 seconds between ding, 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 ding. I doubt it's 1 second. I think it's between 1.2 to 1.7 seconds to do a normal skill check. So calculate that 21 times. How many times do you think, how much time do you think it, like based on saboing, based on taking a hit and stuff like that, how much time do you think it's going to take to get off of this person, get off of this killer? I've tested it and seen people test this. Just to get off, if the hooks are, let's say, wide enough, let's say he starts in the middle of the two hooks and goes for this hook. You sabo it at the last possible second, and he's like, oh shit, then he goes backwards and have to go to the other hook to try to hook at that point. He will make it. He will make it. There's no way he's not going to make it. Even if it's going to be close, he will make it. The only way that would work is if you... That's based on him being in the midst of the two hooks. And most of the time, the hooks are so damn close together, it doesn't matter. You can... The worst I've seen was 2 sabos and 1 to 2 protection hits. And then the person came off. And that's with... They're in the midpoint, sabo, take a hit, go, sabo, take another hit, then they're off. And that's if they get hit on the first one as well. So that's 1 to 2 hits and 2 sabos. If there's only 1 sabo, how many hits do you think? If there's only 1 sabo, you can literally down a person completely. And another person, hit another person, that's 4 hits before the person even gets off. And that's, I think it might be even 5 at that point. 5 hits to get someone off the shoulder. That's ridiculous. That's so much. I can never jump off because there's a hook everywhere. There's a literally hook everywhere. Even if you bring a perk or the add-on that lets you, if you go to, even if you bring Petrified Oak, which calms entity and slightly increases the distance between sacrificial hooks appearing in the world. You would have to bring 4 of these, and I don't even know if these stack, but you would have to bring this to be able to split these hooks far enough to have a good chance of surviving off a killer after 1 sabo or after maybe 2 hits. But again, it's pretty rare. And also, it's 2 hits, but it's, you have to get hit before the hook, way before the hook, and then after that, you have to get hit at the hook. And that's the same person. Or you have 2 people different, one that covers the hook, and then when they get hit, they have to go in the location of the other guy, because the first initial hit, you they basically zone out. You're not physically there anymore, technically, so they can still hook the survivor. So you have to have a second person that takes that space. He hits them, then they're off. It's so hard to do that without sacrificing books from other people or sacrificing lots of hits. Like lots of hits. It's ridiculous. It's too much. And there's literally 2 perks, mind-boggling by the way, 2 perks that make this completely idiotic. I don't know if you guys know. So, comment at the bottom which 2 perks you think I'm gonna say. If you know, you know. If you don't know, I'll let you know in 2 seconds. Come join the birthday boy and get some spaghetti. Oh, the birthday boy, happy birthday. Hope you're having a great birthday and some spaghetti. Spaghetti. I feel like the game is becoming more and more killer-sided. That's true. And they don't care that it's noticeable anymore. That comes down to, yes, their problem is it's only killer side. It's so much killer side. It's like I'd say right now it's 80-20, personally speaking. Oh, they don't. They announce how they want to lower win rates for survivors to less than 20% or something like that, which goes to 80-20. They're pushing so much the agenda of killers being #1, but they're taking the skill out of the game. You need massive skills to be a survivor, and you barely need anything for a killer. Like, barely. Like, literally barely. Like, aura perks. I run aura perks on my Huntress. Am I a dick? No, I still play as fair as physically possible. I do aerials, I do fun stuff. Do I do 4Ks? Yes. Do I do 2Ks? Yes. Do I do 3Ks? Yes. Have I gotten completely skunked? Yes, I have. Depends on the map, depends on the players, depends on the perks. But at least it's a challenge when I'm getting... If I face a full Swift team and I get annihilated, I have a challenge now that, okay, I gotta get better. I gotta be better to beat these kinds of people. But if they're making the game so goddamn easy for any killer, that now it's like there's no challenge, and I'm getting bored, and that's why I switched to Survivor, because as a Survivor, I did not know how to loop. I did not know the correct perks, like mechanism based on it. It's like right now I'm running Deception, Head On, Iron Will, and Quick and Quiet. I open the door beside a locker, and then with Quick and Quiet, I go to the second one. He checks the first one. I'm not there. And if he thinks I'm gonna check the second one, I have Head On to bust his chops. And I have Iron Will just in case if I'm injured, at least he won't hear me at that point, right? Head On is used only at that specific moment, not to be toxic, or technically I've actually never tried to use it to serve a survivor, like have a survivor in front of me and then they pick a survivor up and then I open the door. I've never tried that, actually. I always forget to actually do that. But these are like perks you have to have. You had to have perks that, like, this is my healing build and this is my looping build. I had Finesse, Dead Hard, Champion of Light, and Quick Gambit with the update of Champion of Light. Really fucking good. Quick Gambit while I'm in chase mode, or people in I'm in loop mode being chased, it gives 5% repair bonus to everyone repairing a gen. So if I am in a Swift team, they can repair a gen while I'm just running and running and running and running. It's super easy. And after I'm getting Finesse works. I've been saved by Finesse so many times, and it gives you a 20% boost jumping through vaults. And that saved me a lot from killers that were a little too close, and I was able to get it. But if I do get caught and get hit and I can't use Finesse, because when you are injured you can't use Finesse, I have Dead Hard. Unfortunately they nerfed a little bit, a lot of Dead Hard, but it's still usable. I'm trying to use it more to have Dead Hard play a crucial role in saving my butt. And also, if I use that hard, I keep running, quick gamut continues and continues and continues and continues, right? When I do get hit, though, quick gamut goes on cooldown for 60 seconds. So at that point, it fucks it up, but it still gets the people around me to continue to survive as long as physically possible. The skill difference requirement between survivor and killer is actually insane. I 100% agree with you. But that's why their numbers have dropped. Even some partners are quitting. It's sad to see. Yes, there's a lot of Spooky Loops is one of them. There's that was in the partner program and decided not to because apparently being a partner in there, you have to always glaze the fuck out of the game. And unfortunately, I'm not gonna glaze the game if it's not doing well. If the state of the game in big 2025 is not good, I'm not gonna sit there and say the contrary. I'm going to say how it is, and if they don't like it, well, too fucking bad. I'm not part of your damn program. That's if they don't have the perk to pause the wiggle. That's literally what I was about to say. There's 2 perks that makes this extremely hard for survivors. Extremely hard, because not every killer plays this, by the way. That's not what I wanted to do at all. Rinse and repeat. The 2 perks you're going to have is 1, Mad Grit. While carrying a survivor, you suffer no cooldown for missed basic attacks. By the way, Mad Grip was excessively overpowered before because every time you were swinging, it was giving you a speed boost. And you were just gaining on them so goddamn quick. And basic attacks and successful hitting another survivor with a basic attack will pause the carrier's survivor's wiggle time for 4 seconds. That means if you hit a survivor that is trying to block you or something like that, that means the wiggle bar is stalled, so you cannot wiggle free until it starts back up. But then he hits them again, then it stops again. It's like you can go on and on and on. And if you mix Mad Grit with another perk, which I've tried before, some people wanted me to play this and I was like, that's fucking nuts. And that was before as well the brokenness of Mad Grip. The other one is Iron Grasp. Effect of survivors struggling are reduced by 75%. So all the wiggles and stuff like that, 75% not there. So you can basically walk in a straight fucking line. Super easy. Doesn't even bother the killer anymore. And time to struggle out of your grab is increased by 12%. So that means the timer, instead of 100%, it'll be like you need 112%. So it's even longer to do that. And if you add that plus Mad Grip, that shit takes like a full goddamn minute to finish. Even more. It's ridiculous. If you put those 2 together, and if I have time, I could show you. Iron Grasp and Mad Grit together is ludicrous. It's stupid good. Unfortunately, you have to be good enough to do other things. You might need Ruin or like any aura perk that helps you at that point. The other issue as well is one perk that there's only one perk that survivors actually had. I don't know of another first. Please let me know in the comments or in chat if I'm missing any perks right now. But the only perk that survivors had to hide their aura was distortion. That's it. That is the only perk I know, again, correct me if I'm wrong, that could block aura. What did they do? People were bitching about it. Fucking kids and shit like that. Oh, I can't see them, blah, blah, blah. I'm losing all the time. Yes, that's the only thing that blocks aura. So if distortion was as good as it was before, my aura build for Huntress would be diminished by about 50%. They made that perk almost unusable. It's still usable, but the fact that you have to be in a chase to get tokens. Let me check to make sure that I have that right. I don't want to fuck that up.
Was about to happen.
So, distortion. Distortion starts with 1 token, which wasn't a factor in the beginning. It was just there. It was time-based, right? If you're in the aura of the killer, the thing went up, so you had that much time to... I think that's how it worked before. When your aura would be red, distortion activates and consumes a token. For the next 12 seconds, your aura and scratch marks will not be shown to the killer. For each 15 seconds spent in chase, regain 1 token up to 2. You can only gain 2 tokens. That's another thing. You can only gain 2 tokens. So you have to be in chase for 15, not in the aura. You have to be in chase for 15 seconds for that to work. You know the fucked up part about it as well is if you're in a chase and he's doing stuff that shows your aura, your 15 seconds won't do shit because he'll have the 15 seconds to get a token and automatically use it instantly. You can't use it, it auto uses. So they made this perk almost unusable for this meta today. Personally speaking, it's just not good. Especially the fact that it's the only aura blocking perk. I think. Let me check chat to make sure I'm not forgetting any. And then they said nerf. Yes, they said to nerf the damn thing. So personally speaking, distortion as a killer, was it a pain in the butt? Yeah, sometimes. But if they're not in my aura, they didn't get the distortion back. They needed to be on the aura to get tokens of distortion, if I'm not mistaken. And now it's you have to be in chase. So if you're not good whatsoever in a chase or looping, this is completely useless. And sorry, but most survivors are not good at looping. I worked hard to get to a point of being good at looping, but I am not perfect. I still can't do the fucking Michael Jackson and go backwards and can't do it. I'm gonna try. One day I might be able to do it, but I can't do it. It's like aura. Let's see if there's any aura. There's a few of these. Aftercare. There's a lot of auras that's based off of aura of the killer. We see them, but there's a perk that you see them, but they also see you, which I find that completely idiotic. So aura builds are more meta today than they ever will been, because there's no way to physically block aura unless you're like, okay, this guy has ultimate weapon. I was about to look for it, but you can't look for it in here. He has ultimate weapon. So ultimate weapon, you open a locker and you get to see anyone that's close to a locker, right? Yeah, I think that's it. Or was that the other one? I gotta go see. I don't want. I'll rather not be stupid. So, give me a second. I forgot what the damn name of the perk is. I hate when it happens. My mind just goes blank and I don't know what I was looking for. Oh, wait. Was that it? No, that's rapid brutality. Ultimate weapon. So ultimate weapon, when you open a locker, also arrives within 32 meters of the locker, scream and reveal the position, then gain blindness. There's this, that's ultimate weapon. There's also another one that is if you're 8 meters from a locker, your aura is red. Like you see where they are specifically. They don't scream and blah blah blah, but you do show their aura with the other perk. I have that on my my Huntress. Darkness reveal. Darkness reveal. When you search a locker, the auras of all survivors within 8 meters of any locker are revealed to you for 8 seconds. This I use a lot because she literally goes into a locker to reload their hatchets. Then there's Gearhead. So they're doing gens, they're getting good skill checks. I know where they are. Barbecue, I hook someone. I know where they are within 40 meters from me. Scourge hook, they unhook somebody that's on the scourge hook. I see every other survivor where they are. This can also be changed with Friends Till the End, which is another aura reading perk, and also makes them exposed for a certain amount of time. There's other aura aura reading perks. There's Nurse's Calling, Alien Instinct, Awaken Awareness. When it's carrying a survivor, you can see the aura of other survivors within 20 meters. So anyone around you, you can see as soon as you carry them. So there's like, how the fuck do we have, look, 4 pages of aura style perks. 4 pages. And I don't have all the killers. There's still killers I don't have that might have more aura perks. They might have more aura perks. We have literally 4 pages as a killer of aura perks that you can use. And it's not aura. When I say aura, I'm not talking about just survivor. There's survivor, there's gens, there's pallets, there's windows. So there's different auras based on different situations. But there's so many aura perks. How the hell do survivors never get caught? They always get caught because there's no way to bypass an aura. And again, if I run an aura perk, and instead of, let's say, Friends Till the End, I pick, what's it called? Iron Maiden. So they know I have barbecue and chill. Okay, they go in the locker to hide from my barbecue and chill. But then after that, they come out, and my Iron Maiden survivors who exit a locker suffer from exposed status effect for 30 seconds and scream, revealing their location for 4 seconds. So I still know where the fuck they are. It might be after, but I still fucking know. There's nothing that kept me from seeing them except. Yeah, but that's the thing, Willow. I run these things, I run these aura perks, but I'm never a dick bag about it. I'm gonna have them all two hooks, and sometimes I don't even try to follow them or whatever. I just try to do aerials or stuff like that. I know you're never a dick when you're a kid. I don't try to be. It happens sometimes that they get unhooked. I go a full round of the map, and I meet them out of the blue at a gen, and they're not healed. Sometimes I even let them go. Sometimes I knock them, but I leave because I literally just hooked you. I'm not going to do it again. But if I do another turn and I see you again not healed, at that point you're going on the hook. I don't care. I'm not going to. I'll make you. You'll have one safe haven from me, but I'm not going to skip you every damn time. If you're dumb enough to stay there, you're going on the hook. I'm sorry. But I usually have fun with my Huntress. I try to have fun. I have literal shorts on my YouTube that shows that I'm just having fun. That I'm just doing shots that people don't expect. And then after that, I just show it off. I did a double shot, a aerial and a mid, and both of them landing on the same guy. And that was my first time ever doing a double shot. And that was, for me, so goddamn satisfying. So fun to see. If I win the game, it's not because I'm toxic. It's not because I tunneled, or not voluntarily. And it's not because I camped the damn hook. I'd rather get a couple extra hits than get one kill on the hook. Oh, they went to save him. I hit that one with a hatchet. The other person saved him. I throw that hatchet. Oh, I have another hatchet. I throw it. I hit the first guy in front. They're trying to block him. I hit the first guy. They get out. Okay. Then I hit the other. They get out. I still got extra hits when I didn't need to. Yeah, if I downed them and if the survivors themselves were playing dirty, being toxic, teabagging. Again, teabagging is, how the fuck is survivors supposed to tell you they're happy? There's no emotes. There's been the same two emotes that people use is teabagging, which doesn't mean always teabagging in a bad way, and poking. Oh yeah. It's like the only thing I can do with that is slap. I slap once. It's like, oh, and if you press quick enough, it's like you're slapping them over and over instead of like the full motion. It's like, when you want people to spend money on survivors, give them emotes. Give them something to do. There's nothing to do. I'm not talking about chat bubbles, for fuck's sakes. Just something they can do. Fucking flip someone off. So, I don't know. Something that gives survivors something to do. Or a way to talk without talking. Right? I feel like I'm not fucking nuts about this. If you go to custom, yeah, but I don't know all the names of the perks and stuff like that. So me trying to find that out, I'm not ready for that. All right, back to Survivor. All right, we are at the last one, the last thing we're gonna talk about in this this ball talk. You know that we have a mending issue. And by mending issue, I mean Legion, specifically, because Legion is the #1 mending person killer that literally it's a mending game. You can have the best healing build in the world, you can have the fastest or the most skillful survivors. This guy can literally find you and find you and find you and find you every damn time. And this is not an aura build. This is a the heartbeat of the survivor. When they hit one, when they go into their frenzy mode, they hit one, then the closest survivor, their heartbeat goes. So yeah, they go chase that one. Then the other, if they hit him, the other survivor, the closest survivor, their heartbeat's gonna go, and it's so on and so on. And he gets it so damn fast. Even after using it, everyone mends. He's got it again. He does it again. He hits people and stuff like that. My issue is we have killers like this, and there's other killers like there is a few killers that play into that kind of gameplay. The other one would be, of course I can't see him now. Deathslinger. Deathslinger, when you shoot someone with your gun and you break free, or he hits you, doesn't matter, one or the other, you become in deep wound, which is basically you have to mend. This killer and Legion are the most annoying little shits in the world when it comes to mending. Not so much Deathslinger, but this is fucking annoying. Ghoul, yes, Luna, that is 100% correct. Ghoul also has, yes, I know, I don't have it unlocked. Ghoul also has a thing that he launches himself in the air, bites you almost through walls sometimes. Oh, shut the hell up. Jesus Christ. He has the same thing that he bites you, and you have to mend the bite. It's still mending. It's still like you're in deep wound. You have to get that thing off. Where, oh where are the mending perks? We've had this guy how long? He's almost part of the originals. He's almost part of the originals. It's like, I think he came out not so long after the clown and the spirit and shit like that, right? Where are the perks to, what did I write? Mend faster. Anti-mending, meaning anti-mending, not anti-mending, I should say anti-getting deep wound. Anti-deep wound. So you can't be in deep wound. It's just like a safety or somewhere. I don't know how they would install that kind of shit, but would it be used a lot? Probably not. There's not a lot of times mending is an issue, unless you bring Dead Hard and then you are in deep wound again, or you face the Legion and you're in deep wound every fucking second, or you face a you face the Deathslinger and you're deep wound half the time, or the Ghoul and then you're still in deep wound. It's fucking annoying. Where are the perks that lets people not get caught by this? Like, have it faster to mend, not being able to get affected by deep wound. I don't know, or anything else that they can come up with. I feel like this is not hard to, it's not hard to figure out. It's like multiple people go in a game with a Legion, they're out. They bot instantly, or they try to play through. It's like I can literally bring my full healing build. I can literally bring my whole healing build with me. This one, no harm, autodidact, botany, and we'll make it. This does not affect mending, so I still have to wait for the mending to be done, then start doing the heals. So it'll affect how much time I have left for we'll make it. It'll affect the time I have to heal, because he's just gonna come back anyways, right? If he hits him, goes away to hit another person, and then I'm the closest one, then the heartbeat's on me, so I can't heal him, or I can barely heal him, and then I get hit instantly. It's I feel like they should have mending perks, mend perks, anti deep wound perks, something like that. I feel like that wouldn't be a bad idea. Let me know. That's it for me. That was a good 2 hours of talking. Pretty fucking good. Not bad. A few hitch here and there, and a few words are hard scenarios, but I think we got our points across. So like, comment, subscribe. Anything you guys want to talk about, any opinions or ideas you guys have, leave it in the comment section below. Like it, subscribe, follow the TikTok. Yes, I do TikTok as well, but follow the Kick, follow the Twitch, subscribe to the YouTube. Appreciate y'all. See you in the next one. Peace. We are done. Sorry about the long fucking talk. Yeah, I had a lot to talk about. Gamer mode. Like, I had a lot to talk about. Like, this That's a lot of shit for me to talk about, personally. So, yeah. Lots to talk about. Let me see them hatchets. I can literally show you how easy it is. It would be better if I actually press killer instead. Speaking of, so usually I play different styles. Sometimes I play with these, sometimes I play with that. This is just, I realized like a couple of months ago I did not have her, I don't know how you call this anymore, but her 3 perks to have her prestiged or whatever the fuck you're calling it when it's the 3 perks of the killer themselves. I didn't have it, and I was like, wow, I'm a killer. I'm a Huntress main, and I don't have that? Okay. Hold my beer. Hold my bloody Caesar. So, I'm gonna run Gearhead, which gives me their aura for 8 seconds when they do a good skill check. Darkness Reveal. That's when I get my hatchets. I get to know exactly where they are if they're close to a locker. Barbecue Chill for anything further than 40 meters. And Scourge Hook. Usually it's Scourge Hook or another aura I like to run as well. That really does great. Technically the aura one that makes no sense to use. Like I like Friends Till the End. What else? I like Nowhere to Hide, but I want to know where they are, and they won't notice that I know where they are. So if they're at a gen, I can just use the hatchet and fucking or just over their heads. Also, I use decreased hatchet throw cooldown, so it makes it faster for me to throw. And I use another reveal aura survivors hit by hatchet for 5 seconds. So I could literally just hit him, and even if he goes somewhere else, I'll know exactly where he went, where he's gonna come out, and just try to aim at that point. There's also another way you can do it. It's with hatchet hits grants 3% haste. You can hit someone else, then you keep following the same guy, and you're gonna catch up to him, even though it's very fast. Or Wooden Fox, grant undetectable for 30 seconds after reloading. So as soon as I reload, I am undetectable. This is very good when you're trying to scare them out of their pants. But usually I don't run this one as much as I do Glowing Concoction and stuff like that. Know what? I had 2 million to spare. Nice, Glowing Concoction times 10, times 10, times 4. Let's go. Let's fucking go. 87 coconut cream pie. Hey, holy shit. Okay. Let's put the coconut cream pie, if you don't mind. 91. That's funny. Alright. Enough of this background fucking no hype music that I was using for the video. Where's my normality? All right. So what I'll do is I'll play this killer. And then I'll switch to survive because I'm not supposed to pip with this. I'm not supposed to pip at all because I am doing a hardcore killer challenge and I'm not supposed to do. You should do Springtrap. I don't know enough of Spring. I can do both. Specifically speaking, I can do both and try to learn Springtrap as we go. I don't know if the aura perks are good for Springtrap per se. I got a quick build. Mad grip, agitation. Oh, yes, agitation. I forgot about that one. Agitation is such a pain in the ass as well. That makes them run so much faster when they're on you, right? Yeah. I remember that. Yeah, we'll play one killer, one huntress, and we'll try Springtrap. I've never tried Springtrap. I don't even know how they get the fucking thing out of their bags. Ads coming in 2 minutes. Whoa, calm down. Okay, we're going in ads in 2 minutes. So we're going in ads in 2 minutes. So in 5 minutes we'll be coming back and doing the perk. Also, by the way, if you guys have any subjects you guys want me to talk about, anything you guys want to know, any things you want my opinion on, I know I'm not the biggest streamer in the world, but I'd love to be able to put my chime on certain subjects. And also, if you have a video that you want me to look at, a funny video, a scary video, that you want me to react on it, 1, I'd be glad to. 2, I might be able to upload it on YouTube as a reaction video. And nowadays, apparently a lot of people are doing real life, and reaction videos are the meta of the streaming world nowadays. So it's like, if you guys have that kind of shit, let me know, and I'd be glad to check it out. You want me to try? Wait, you want me to try Mad Grit, Agitation, Starstruck, and Awaken Awareness on Springtrap? With the door button, and whichever one makes you go through the doors faster. With the door button and whichever... With the door button. I'm not sure what that means. With the door button and whichever one makes you go through the doors faster. Are you explaining what the perks are, or are you trying to explain what a perk is and you don't remember what the name is? I don't even have Awaken Awareness, I don't think. No, I don't even have it. Oh yeah, it's right there. Aura of Survivor, 20 meters. The add-ons. Oh, his add-ons. Okay, I don't know of his add-ons either. So I'll have to check. I'll have to check. We'll stretch our limbs and stuff like that as soon as the ad starts. And for whoever is not subbed, I appreciate you guys sticking around during that time frame. And whoever is subbed, well, you're gonna see me stretch. Actually, I might actually do a little bit of exercise, like a little bit of exercise. There it goes. So we got 180 seconds. We'll wait for them to come back, and then we'll do that. One is purple and the other one's green.
Okay, kid. You wanna throw bricks? Go ahead.
Well, you did 15. I might as well just
If you can't do
juggle.
any better than that, kid, you're gonna lose.
A little bit of juggling won't hurt. Whoop. That one literally hit the side of my hand. I fucked it up. It did it this time by the other side. Rude. Boom. So get me off this chair. Let me try 25. Yeah, let me try 25. See if I can still do it. I still have 3 wheel spins. Yes, I know. I know, but I'm probably gonna do it when I switch to Survivor, and then do those things. I want to see if I can still do this. I used to be able to do this. These are 25s, by the way. I used to do this a lot. and I lost connection with it, and I want to start over. So I want to see if I can still do it as much as I did before. 3, 4, 4. Oh shit. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10. Holy shit. I used to do that. I used to do like 3 of 15 times these weights before. That's fucked up. I've lost a lot. I will have to do so much to get this shit back. I used to do, oh yeah, I can't even lift them like that anymore. Ugh. Like that? Holy fuck. Woo. Damn, that's rough. And the reason why I'm doing it like that is it works the forearm and also it works the bicep. If you just do this, it'll just work the bicep. So it's a little trick. Little tricks. If you want to learn of it. Technically I should be doing multiple sets of it. But I'll have to drop back down to maybe 20s and then do the 10s to build my muscle mass back up. I lost a lot since I've stopped, but I feel like I need to start over. I need my beach bod back. I have my dad bod, I want my beach bod, which I never had a beach bod actually. Are we reading the wacky wheel? Wait, are we reading a wacky as well if that's not included? When? When did you do that? I don't remember you redeeming that. Usually it writes it at least. I don't know. Welcome back from the ads, by the way. Let me just check, make sure nothing crashed on the old kick side. Nope, we're fine on kick. Hi, kick. Hi, YouTube. Hello, Twitch. That is doing fine. Don't forget to like the stream and the anything that you guys can do on YouTube as well. That helps a lot. Let me check Twitch, how that's going. Fine. What is this? Oh, you're so annoying. They keep asking me, oh yeah, hey, Indestructible, wish you could unlock gift subs savings for your community anytime. Wish granted. Yes, I know. I can do that whenever the hell I want. I'm gonna make people save when I do something for it. It's not useful if I don't do it for them. It's tiny. 2 messages down. How long ago though? Like, was I in my I believe you, it's just I don't remember it seeing it. Which is fine. I fully believe you. So let's go with okay. So I got 1 normal and 3 paid ones for Manic, which I again appreciate both of you for this such a holy shit. Not gonna lie, that's actually weird. I'm so not used to not used anymore to training anymore that I just did 10 of each side. I can really feel it in the bicep. Holy shit. one other thing I used to do, which I don't see it anymore. I'll have to find it. It's hand crimpers. I have good grip, but my hands can't take the pressure of said grip. So I need to train my hands to do them. They did it 2 hours ago. Holy fuck. Okay, it was a while ago. I don't even have handstands on my phone. That's fine. I believe you, Willow. Don't worry about it. I'll do it when we switch to Survivor. We gotta play this killer, then we're gonna play Springtrap to see how that goes, and then after that, because I've never played Springtrap before, so I'm gonna see how well I can play Springtrap. And then after that, we'll play a few Survivors while putting all this junk I have on my head and my face. I checked the mod view. Smart guy. Smart guy. That's why he's my mod. He checked the best way to check, because I see every message, right? I don't only see the message sent by one person. Holy crap, isn't it not killer hour? What is taking so long? Oh, it's because I'm not playing Springtrap. If I played Springtrap, I would get a match instantly. Right? Right? Am I right? I feel like I'm right. Might as well spend some points while I'm at it. How's YouTube and Twitch and Kick doing tonight? You guys got any plans for the weekend coming up? I know it's only hump day tomorrow, but hump day means that you all will be doing half your week already done. At noon, you're already halfway done. You're halfway to your the weekend. And in 2 weeks, I got a vacation. I'm so hyped for that. 2 weeks, and I'm in vacation mode for 2 weeks. So in 2 weeks, I got 2 weeks off from my daily job. It's so sweet. Spend them on Springtrap. You're going to need them. I already did. I'm pretty sure I already did. Did I? Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Oh, I miss my Baba Yaga. I love her, but because she looks fucking awesome, but I do miss my Baba Yaga. My Baba Yaga huntress made me. She literally saved my life. All right. So I'm gonna show you what a huntress main can do, and then after that, we're gonna try a huntress main for the first time playing Springtrap. I don't know how that's gonna go. I don't know the range of that hatchet, so I'm gonna have to gauge it. Party totems, oh my god. So basically, they go all in the same place, right? Dumbest thing in the world as well. I forgot to talk about that on the video. But they all... Nah, shit. Expected that. Almost got me with the pallet. How did I break that? Oh well. Oh. Yeah, missed there, lady. Nice try though. Shit. She away from keyboard. Wake up.
Juggling time. Go Baldy go.
Wow. Wow. AEW. Thank you for the biddies. Bo. Appreciate you. How's it going? How are you going? It's one thing to leave them be, but if they're still gonna be there at that point, I'm out of hatchets. Rude. Wait, give me a second. Let's see if I can anti that. I missed? Oh, I hit probably this thing. It's so thin. I probably hit this hay bale or the actual post actually. Now that I think about it, I probably hit the post. Stop! She's already dead. Yeah. Trying to be silent, eh? See how it is. What the? You're so lucky. I was supposed to hit you there, lady. Oh, I just missed her. Whoa, what the fuck is happening? Am I fucking lagging again? Why am I lagging? Yeah, 200. I don't get why this is a thing anymore. I keep getting high ass pings. 700, 900. What is this? I'm not even oh no, I am streaming actually. I am streaming, but what, this is fucking nuts. Jesus Christ. Why am I having 900 ping? My streaming shit is not lagging. Nothing's going on. But I'm having 500 ping. No, look. Jesus. Yeah, it's gonna be rough. I hate that so much. I can't barely fucking aim now. It is Tuesday. What? What is I'm still at 700. Whoa! 700 ping. You say that, but it shouldn't affect it. I don't know, man. Really? I can't do the Q. Every time I do the Q, it just stops me from doing it. No, I don't know why I overcompensated either. Wow. I know, there's always going to be a splat. I see the bit rate on my left side there. It's plummeting a little bit. Shit. Should have had that. She thinks she's very good, but unfortunately I'm extremely laggy, so it's gonna be hard to... Can't even blow that thing up. Just like she went down, yeah, eventually. The lag I'm going through right now, it's fucking nuts. Like I dipped very much down. It's like I don't even know if my streams have been affected by it. I don't think so. No, that seems still fine. My bits are like at 6,000. Very odd. I don't get it. Am I better now? Oh my god, Chad. What the fuck is this bullshit right here? See what I have to deal with. You know what? I'm just gonna have them finish the goddamn game. There's no way I'm playing with 800 ping, 1,000 ping. Why? That makes no sense. Now my stream's getting affected. Did I just see quad? Yeah, 1,090, 1,100. I have no clue why it's doing that.